Kim Obiala played volleyball under Julie Herman for 2 years at the University of Tennessee. She's a member of the team that wrote the letter to Herman in 1997 and recently gave it to the Star-Ledger in Newark. And Kim joins us now from Savannah, Georgia. Thank you so much for being with us, Kim. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
So I don't think I've ever seen a letter quite like that, written by all the members of a team before to the athletic department and coach, complaining about this coach. The Newark Star-Ledger has a description of a very dramatic confrontation where you're face to face laying out the complaints about this coach. What led you to that point?
I think once it went off the court and became a personal attack on us, we all came together and felt it was time to take a stand, and it was no longer about volleyball, because as athletes we've put up with the physical thing. We can do the push-ups, we can do the suicides, that's not a problem. But when it started mentally attacking us and affecting us in that way, we decided it was time to take a stand and come together as a team. And it was great that all of us came together. It was a moment that we had waited on.
As a big-time college athlete, as someone who's played sports your whole life, you no doubt have come in contact with all kinds of coaches, and a lot of people wonder, where's the line between a tough coach, just someone who's, as tough as nails, and someone who's inappropriate? Is it easy to draw that line somewhere?
Absolutely. You have to keep it on the court. Once you attack someone's outside the court, where you're attacking their personality, who they are as a person, that's where you've crossed the line. I mean, there's no reason for that. And I've definitely had some tough coaches that have pushed me beyond my physical limits, but this was more mental and psychological.
So the big question then is, Kim, you see that Julie Herman is hired to clean up Rutgers University after the scandal there with their men's basketball coach. You see that she's brought in, this woman that you complained about years ago, brought in to clean up that program. What was your first reaction when you heard that?
I think my first reaction was like, hey, isn't that ironic? Of all the people that they can hire, someone who's actually done that kind of thing to me, and to others. But I mean, over the years, she might have changed and learned her lesson. So back then, she was a similar coach.
Has she ever apologized to you over all these years?
No, and I think we've moved on from it. Once the Lady Vol department acknowledged our letter and gave us the opportunity to speak to her, and she chose not to coach for us anymore, we all accepted it, and that we said our piece. We've moved on. We're moms, we're career women, and we're happy.
I don't know if you've had a chance to talk to some of your former teammates since this news at Rutgers, since she's been hired to run the athletic department at Rutgers, but what do you all want to see now? Do you want her to stay on at Rutgers? Would you like to see the university now say that she's not the right person to head their athletic department?
No, I mean, we have all discussed, what happened in the past, and it wasn't about any kind of, causing any drama. We were just asked a question, how was Julie as a coach? And we told the truth. It was nothing more than that. We were just telling our side of the story. We weren't trying to cause any waves. Honestly, I don't think any of us expected it to get to this point. Hopefully at this point Julie's changed and she's realized what a program needs, but we've moved on, and we're very happy in our lives.
Quick last question. Do you know if anyone at Rutgers contacted you or anyone else on your team at Tennessee before hiring Julie?
As far as I know from the teammates I've talked to, no.
Interesting. All right, Kim Obiala, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate your time this morning.